Welcome to the final episode of Divine Digital. Today, we're connecting the dots between Christian reactions to the internet and AI to discover what these technological transitions teach us about faith, fear, and adapting to change, all while maintaining our sacred tradition of gentle mockery. When we compare Christian responses to the internet in the 90s with reactions to AI today, the similarities are so striking that one might suspect divine plagiarism. 1991, the internet could destroy real Christian fellowship. 2023, AI could replace authentic pastoral ministry. 1985, computers might be tools of the Antichrist. 2023, AI might be the false prophet of Revelation. 1995, the internet will revolutionize evangelism. 2023, AI will transform how we spread the gospel. Apparently, Christian apocalyptic predictions are like fashion. Everything comes back around if you wait long enough. Except JNCO genes. Those should remain buried, unlike our digital fears which we resurrect for each new technology. Why this consistent pattern of extreme reactions? Well, Christians have always evaluated new tools through a theological lens. It's kind of our thing. When something promises to change the world, believers naturally ask, is this change aligned with God's purposes or opposed to them? It's a fair question, even if we answer it with unfair hysteria. Christians also have a particular concern for authenticity and incarnation. Jesus came in the flesh, not as a hologram or chatbot. So technologies that mediate or replace human presence trigger our theological spidey senses. Though I can't help wondering if Thomas would have believed faster with a high-resolution photo of the resurrected Christ instead of needing to poke his wounds. The ironies throughout this history are simply chef's kiss. The internet, once feared as a pathway to sin, became essential for churches during COVID. The same leaders who warned against screen addiction now expect members to engage with their daily social media posts. And my personal favorite, pastors who once preached about the evils of plagiarism now regularly ask AI to help write their sermons. I didn't plagiarize. I simply prompted an AI to create original content based on someone else's copyrighted material. Totally different. But the greatest irony might be this. For all our fears about technology replacing human connection, most innovations eventually end up connecting us in new ways. The internet didn't kill church, it expanded it. And AI might not replace pastors, but free them to be more pastoral. So what can we learn from our technophobic and technophilic past? Lesson 1. The end is not nigh, yet, despite decades of Christians identifying each new technology as the beast of Revelation, we're still here. Turns out, that barcode on your cereal wasn't the mark of the beast after all. Sorry, 1980s televangelists. Lesson 2. Tools are just tools. Technology itself isn't good or evil. It's how we use it. That principle worked for the printing press, radio, television, internet, and will probably work for AI too. Unless AI develops consciousness, in which case, I, for one, welcome our new robot overlords. Lesson 3. Adaptation happens. Despite initial resistance, churches adapt remarkably well to new technologies, usually about 5 to 10 years after everyone else. By 2030, we'll have AI worship leaders, and traditionalists will be complaining that back in MY Day, our robot pastors had visible wires. When you strip away the hype and fear, what remains is the fundamental Christian mission that transcends all technological shifts, loving God, loving neighbors, and sharing good news. The methods change, the message doesn't. Each generation faces its own technological challenges and opportunities. Our digital faith journey isn't about rejecting or worshiping technology. It's about using every tool available while remembering that the most important connections remain spiritual and human. Besides, if there's one thing Christians excel at, it's taking secular innovations and making slightly worse, holier versions of them. So I fully expect Blessed GPT and Christian Talk to launch any day now. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Christian's digital evolution. from fearing the demonic dial-up to flirting with divine downloads. If this series has taught us anything, it's that no matter what technological revolution comes next, Christians will find a way to both panic about it and create a cheesy version of it within 5 years. This has been Divine Digital. If you've enjoyed this sanctified satire, please like, share, and subscribe, or as Jesus might say today, go forth and multiply my channel metrics. Until our paths cross again in this digital wilderness, may your connections be strong, your download swift, and your faith unaffected by whatever technology Silicon Valley invents next. Peace be with you, and also with your devices.